Greetings, Athena the Witch here, 13. Today's topic is going to be on candle magic. Now, I did a video on that about 11 months ago, and I was asked to come back and go over it again. Um, Excuse my appearance, doing some yard work there. Um, let's talk about, first of all, what is candle magic, okay? You can do spell work with candles just like you can do spell work with herbs, okay? But you need to know the right type of candle, color, um, that to use depending on what your spell work is going to be. Um, so let's go over, the colors, okay? Now, obviously, red is a very fiery, intense color and is mostly for love. Okay, and orange is a more subdued. Okay, it's for calming, that kind of thing, and then yellow is more for, I would say, to perk things up a little bit. Okay. Um, And then you have also your green, which is more for attracting money as well as gold. Okay, that's another thing. So indigo, basically, indigo is more when you want to renewal, relaxation, that kind of thing, reflection, something new beginning. Okay, and your blue is more like for peace and tranquility, that kind of thing. Okay, your black candle. Now that is for wisdom. Okay, death, renewal, resurrection, and protection. Okay, I like to use a black candle anytime I do a spell work, just like a filter, because I might have other spells going on at the same time. Okay. Let's see what else. So I said the orange was more relaxation, energy wise, courage, that kind of thing, more positive outcome. You're wishing for something to come forward, maybe a job, that kind of thing. Wish fulfillment. Wish, be careful with wish, okay? Because when you're out there doing candle magic, you don't want to wish for something, because that's kind of like a weaker way of saying things to the universe, okay? You're telling the universe, this is my intent. Now, I can go over all these colors with you, and I will, okay? Like I said before, the red was vitality, sensuality. It's for love. It's for birth. It's for death. It's goals, overcoming obstacles. Okay. And then silver, for example, is clairvoyance. Okay. Motherhood, marriage, psychic work, money. Okay. As well as green. Okay. Financial and stability, peace. And your white candle, okay, your white candle is actually all the colors of the spectrum of the candles are in white. So if you don't have the color, let's say you want to do a money spell and you don't have green, you could use white. Okay. Yellow, for example, brilliance, joy, enthusiasm, insight, clairvoyance, uncrossing, protection, guidance. Okay. So these are basically the type of candles that you would work with. Now, here's the other thing. There are variances in these colors, like there'll be a lighter blue or darker blue, a magenta, a wine maroon, things like that. Dark green, lighter green, hunter green. They're green candles. They're blue candles. Okay. So let's go on to the shape of candles. Now I have some candles here that I can show you. For example, these are your chime candles. Okay, they come in all these colors. Okay, all right. And when you burn a chime candle, it can go anywhere from 90 minutes to 2 hours. Okay. And everybody knows this one, your tea light candle. Okay. And your tea light candle, they say 3 hours. I read that someplace, but mine never lasts 3 hours. So I don't know. I would say mine lasts within 20 minutes, tops a half an hour. That's it. And your tea light candles, okay, come in black, orange, red, green, blue, okay, white, okay. Um, this is more like a tapered candle, okay. All right, this is kind of like off-white. And this one would be what we call the Voltaire candle. Usually, this one is one of my chakra candles, but usually you would have a religious symbol on here, like the Blessed Mother or Jesus Christ, something like that. These last, okay, anywhere from 7 to 9 days, really. Okay. Now, this is my skull. You can see that one. Okay. All right. Now, you can get this in all different shapes. You can get the knob candles. There's 7 knobs. You can get a male and a female candle. Okay. You can actually get an animal candle, an owl, a German Shepherd, cat, you know. So they come in all shapes and sizes and colors, you know, these kind. You can get a black one like this too. Yeah. So so those are the kind. Now there's beeswax candles, which I don't have. They're very expensive. So unless I can get one on sale, I'm not going to get one. But they burn 60 plus hours. Okay. Well worth the money, but you know. And then again, when you're burning candles, please make sure you have a burnt resistant, anti-flame resistant plate that you're setting your candle in. Do not leave your candles unattended for any length of time. I'm in my witchy room, but I have a cat. And my little Missy is curious. She's a curious black cat. I would never leave anything lit because she'll go over there and just knock it down. Okay. So you want to be careful with that. Fires start very quickly. Okay. So be very mindful of candles. Okay. So now the pillar candle that I showed you, this one here. They say 30 to 35 hours. I don't think so, really. I think the most this one would be 3 to 4 hours tops, you know. So I don't go by what's in the books all the time. I go by what my experience has been. Okay. So we talked about the voltage candles. Okay. And we talked about the tea light candles. There are soy candles. I never bought a soy candle. I just really don't have it in a need for it, really. But there's also homemade candles that you can make. Okay, that's a whole process. And if you like doing that, it's really nice. What else can I say? Sometimes you can find scented candles, but it doesn't always match what your intent for your magical spell is. So be careful with that, okay? How do you prepare your candles? Okay, well, first of all, you do the 3 C's: cleansing, okay, charging, and consecrating. Those are the 3 C's, okay? Now, let's see, I'm doing a money spell and I'm using a green candle, or I could use a gold candle. Okay. What I want to do first is I want to anoint my candle. Okay. I want to cleanse it. So I'm going to hold it in the palm of my hand and I'm going to blow 3 breaths on it to cleanse it and say to the powers that be, I hereby cleanse this candle for the work that it's going to be used for. And so that's cleansing it. Charging it, you're holding it in the palm of your hand and you're breathing on it and you're charging it with your intent. Okay. So whatever your intent is, you're charging it for that. All right. Consecrating it. Now, what I do is I take a paper plate and I have my anointing oil that I made. This oil goes back for months on end. And I'll take a little bit of this, put it on a paper plate, and then I'll select the herbs that I want to use. Okay, so some of the herbs I have to crush, okay, in a mortar. And so I'll put those herbs on that paper plate. And the candle, I will now take a knife, a pen, and I will carve a sigil on it. I call it the $sign. Okay. And then I will take my anointed oil and put the oil on the candle from the bottom to the top. And then I will roll it in the plate. And then I will burn the bottom to get some wax to hold it. Or if I have a holder, I'll put it in the holder, one or the other. Okay. And that's consecrating it, doing that work. Okay. So some of the herbs that are good for money is basil, obviously. Okay. Cloves. Okay. Jasmine, chamomile is good. All right. This is another one I like a lot. Thyme. Thyme is very good as well. And I said chamomile. Okay, so that would be for a money spell, let's say. Okay, if you're doing a protection spell, you would want, for example, myrrh, frankincense. A combination of both of those, for example. If you wanted to gain psychic ability, for example, you would do something like mugwort. Okay, that would be a good one. Nutmeg. Okay, that's another one. I'm thinking about the other one I like a lot. I'm trying to think of the name of it. Anise. Anise. That's another one. That's a good one. Okay. Bright Eye. That's another good one as well. Okay. So that's how you take care of that. All right. My dog's a little choppy today. Let's see. So set your intention, because now that you did the 3 C's, okay, that's important. But the most important thing is, setting your intention. Okay. Take some deep breaths. Hold it in, out through your mouth 3 times. Get yourself centered. Okay. And then concentrate on what you want to manifest. Okay. So that's how that works. Selecting your spell. What do you want to do? Do you want a love spell? Do you want a protection spell? Do you want a healing spell? Prosperity, abundance spell? Astral projection spell? I don't know. Do you want to communicate with spirits? You want dream work? So there's so many different spells that you can do. Okay. You want to manifest your intent. okay? And you want it to be very strong. So the preparation prior to doing the spell work is important. It's important that you get yourself ready for that. Now, before I do a spell, I smudge the whole room. Okay, I smudge everything that I'm going to use around it. Okay, and I set a specific intention. All right, be realistic with your intention. Okay, don't say I want to win the lottery. Um, I mean, you could say, "Oh, I want to win the lottery." Why not? Okay, is it going to happen? Hmm. But hey, be positive. That's the whole idea, right? Be positive. All right. I would say if it's a prosperity spell that you're doing, it would be most likely you'll get a raise in your job. You'll get a new job that'll pay more money. You'll inherit some money from someone, someplace. Okay. All right. Or you applied for a loan and it came through. That kind of thing. Okay. But hey, I'm not knocking hitting the lottery. Mm-mm. Nope, not me. Okay. Um, and then you have, let's see, my intention. What will I say to bring about my manifestation? So let's say you've been studying for nursing, you've been studying to get your business MBA, and so your intent is, I'm going to pass this exam. Okay. I passed my exam. Okay. You already put it in the present. I'm passing my exam. I passed my exam. Is passe. You want it in the present. Okay. I will pass my exam. Okay. Um, I will get the job I applied for. Okay. Um, I will have money set aside so that I can move next month. Or don't keep it that short. You know, the universe has a lot to do. So maybe within 6 months, I'm going to have enough money set aside so that I can move maybe to a new apartment, new area, right? Okay. What does it mean, for example, I lit my candle. I made my intent. I did everything that I was supposed to do. And my candle burns out. I didn't blow on it. There's no air here moving things around. It just burnt out. It means it wasn't meant to be, that the spell is not going to work. So now you have to conjure up another spell. Okay? What does it mean if my flame splits into two? It means the spirits want to talk to you. They are talking to you. You just got to listen. Okay? What if my flame is high, flickering high? That means that there's a lot of energy into the spell that you just cast. Okay? What about my flame is crackling, popping, that kind of thing? Okay? I mean that spirits want to talk. Yeah, they want to get in talking with you, communicate with you. Okay. You try to put out your candle flame, okay? And please don't blow out on the candle, because then you are dismissing all the work you put into your spell. What you want to do is take a snuffer, okay? Yeah, take a sniffer and put it out. But don't blow on it because you'll undo everything you worked so hard to set up. So that's it for the candle. Um, what I'll do tomorrow, maybe I'll go into the herbs section and talk about the herbs and the oils that you can put together when you want to do candle work. Okay. I hope this was, informative for you. So as usual, blessed be and may God bless. Okay. Bye bye now.